Dr. Walter Gaman is who I go to if I want to know about what's going on in the healthcare industry. He has an outfit in Irving called Executive Medicine of Texas, and his wife, Judy Gaman, they both have a show called Staying Young, which is on and broadcast now in China. I wanted him on today because I need somebody to explain to me what Obamacare means to the doctor and to the patient. And I thought you could maybe break it down.
Well, I'll do my best. We'd need several hours to go through it all because it's really complicated. I think the first thing is we all have to recognize the politicians had good hearts because they wanted to get rid of pre-existing conditions. They wanted to get rid of lifetime caps. These are good things.
Yes.
Everyone agrees these are good things. But I think they should have read the 2,000 pages of the legislation before they passed it, because the implementation has been, as we all know, a disaster. And it's not just the web page and the signing up. There's lots of other issues.
I mean, does somebody come in to your medical establishment and kind of explain it to you? Or, you know, are you in Obamacare?
So no one comes in and explains it. We're all learning it bits at a time. I think the politicians are learning bits at a time as well. The quote Obamacare plans, the health insurance plans set up special plans just for those people signing up through the Obamacare website or calling in. And those insurance plans, they decide which doctors are on these plans. So it's not like you can phone them and say, hey, I want to be on these plans. They're just deciding on their own.
So a group of people pick which doctors are going to, and what do they base that on?
Well, as far as we can see, we base it on the doctors who spend the least money on the insurance plans.
So what does that mean for the patient?
It means for the patient that when they get into these plans, they have a very narrow choice of who they can see. It's not like they can see their old doctor or whomever they wish. They're really on what's called a narrow plan, very restricted group of doctors, a very restricted group of hospitals. There's one insurance plan here in the Metroplex where the only hospital is Parkland. They can't go to any other hospital.
And Parkland is a county hospital anyway.
Yes, it is.
And it never turns away anybody anyway.
Right.
Isn't that right?
Right.
So people have always had medical attention in this area if they just went to Parkland.
That's true, but now Parkland will be reimbursed for it.
Okay, so they weren't before. All right, here's the deal. Let's say your doctor is on the plan, and you're having surgery. So your doctor goes to hospital A, and the patient says fine, and they go in there, and then they learn that hospital A is not on the plan, even though the doctor is.
Right.
So then they're out the cost of the surgery.
Well, yeah, but usually they'll know ahead of time, and that means they'll have to find another doctor that goes to the right hospital. And the other problem is sometimes the doctor's on the plan, the hospital's on the plan, but the anesthesiologist isn't. So then there's a huge bill at the end of the day.
I don't even know how to comprehend this. And I don't think, have you read the 2,000 pages?
No. But there's certain parts of this that are mystifying to a lot of us. For example, if you buy auto insurance, and if you're in Dallas County, then you get a rate for Dallas County. In other words, the insurance company does something they pool the risk.
Yes.
You know, they spread the risk through the entire county. But when you're on health insurance, whether it's Obamacare or other plans, if it's sponsored, for example, by your employer, the risk is simply for those people in the plan with that employer. It's not spread through the whole county.
Oh, it's not spread through.
And that's crazy. Because then, you know, for example, if you take an Obamacare plan, these people haven't had insurance before. They may have pre-existing conditions. The first year or two, they might cost the plan a lot of money. Well, then at the end of the first year, the insurance company is going to jack up the rates to a really high amount.
So what do we do? I mean, is there anything we can do? What if we all just said, I'm not signing up, and everybody just said, I'm not signing up? Could we still use our policies that we have?
Yeah, but I mean, some people had what's called individual plans, and those plans are being canceled because of the new requirements under Obamacare. And you read about this in the papers all the time.
I know it.
So, I mean, I really think the politicians need to go back to square one and rethink this out more
Or we
carefully.
need to get all new politicians and just start over.
Well, I would. I'd vote every last one out. Every last one.
Thank you.
Get rid of them all.
Listen, are you any more now? Have you learned anything new here? What we've learned is all a mess, but you can learn more about Dr. Gaman by going to his website. We've got a link for you on thebroadcasttv.com. We're back with more broadcasts right after this. Thank you, Dr. Gaman.